In March 2015, news began to circulate about Hillary Clinton using a private email server for official communications at the State Department. On March 16, 2016, WikiLeaks launched a searchable archive for 30,000 emails and attachments sent to and from Hillary Clinton's private email server. These were gained from a Freedom of Information request. On June 15th, CrowdStrike, an anti-cyber attack company, released a blog that stated Russia was responsible for the hacking of DNC email servers. They claim Fancy Bear and Cozy Bear are responsible for the attacks. The article is written by the co-founder of CrowdStrike, Dmitry Alperovitch. Also in June, a FISA court denied a FISA request by the Obama administration, an extremely rare event. On July 22nd, WikiLeaks released the DNC email database. Sometime in July 2015, the FBI started their investigation of the Trump campaign for ties to the Russian government. In August of 2016, articles began to steadily come out about connections that the Trump campaign has with Russia. On October the 7th, 2016, Hillary Clinton made the following tweet. It should concern every American that Russia is willing to engage in such hostile acts in order to help Donald Trump become president. WikiLeaks also began to publish Podesta's emails. On October 15th, the FISA court grants the Obama administration a request to surveil a computer server in Trump Tower. The server pinged 2 Russian banks. On October 31st, Hillary Clinton tweeted, U.S. intelligence has confirmed the Russian government is directing cyber attacks against the U.S. to influence the outcome of our election. On Tuesday, November the 7th, 2016, Donald Trump became the 45th president-elect of the United States. On December 22, 2016, CrowdStrike releases a report saying that the malware that Fancy Bear created is responsible for the destruction of 80% of Ukrainian artillery. Ukrainian officials deny this. On January 5th, this article was released that says the DNC would not let FBI agents look at the hacked email servers. On January 20th, 2017, Donald Trump became the 45th president of the United States. The New York Times also reported on wiretap data used in an inquiry of Trump aides on the front page of their paper. On March the 1st, 2017, the New York Times released this article which states that the Obama administration worked to retain intelligence of Russian election hacking. On March the 4th, 2017, President Trump tweeted about being surveilled. Shortly after, a media frenzy began, insulting Trump and his administration for lying and fabricating information despite papers like the New York Times reporting on this very thing. On March the 7th, WikiLeaks began publishing Vault 7. The initial leak contained information on CIA hacking techniques. In these leaks, it was discovered that the CIA can make it seem like others are responsible for their actions. On March 22nd, Devin Nunes announced that Donald Trump's campaign was incidentally surveilled and that unmasking was done. Unmasking is the process of revealing who people in a surveilled conversation are. Devin Nunes states that this is something that should bother everybody.
Heard over the course of the last few days with information that was brought to my attention. And I'm going to just sort of read a very brief statement, and that's about all I can tell you, but I want to keep you fully informed of what's happening. At our open hearing on Monday, I encouraged anyone who has information about relative topics, including surveillance on President-elect Trump or his transition team, to come forward and speak to the House Intelligence Committee. I also said that while there was not a physical wiretap of Trump Tower, I was concerned that other surveillance activities were used against President Trump and his associates. So first, I recently confirmed that on numerous occasions, the intelligence community incidentally collected information about U.S. citizens involved in the Trump transition. Details about U.S. persons associated with the incoming administration, details with little or no apparent foreign intelligence value, were widely disseminated in intelligence community reporting. Third, I have confirmed that additional names of Trump transition team members were unmasked. And fourth and finally, I want to be clear, none of this surveillance was related to Russia or the investigation of Russian activities or of the Trump team.
On March 23rd, CrowdStrike changes their Ukrainian hacking report, lowering the destroyed artillery numbers dramatically, from 80% to 15 to 20%, and removing key phrases and sentences. On March 28th, Evelyn Farkas makes these statements in MSNBC.
Tell us about that.
I was urging my former colleagues and frankly speaking, the people on the Hill. It was more actually aimed at telling the Hill people, get as much information as you can, get as much intelligence as you can before President Obama leaves the administration, because I had a fear that somehow that information would disappear with the senior people who left. So it would be hidden away in the bureaucracy, that the Trump folks, if they found out how we knew what we knew about the Trump staff's dealing with Russians, that they would try to compromise those sources and methods, meaning we would no longer have access to that intelligence. So I became very worried because not enough was coming out into the open, and I knew that there was more. We have very good intelligence on Russia. So then I had talked to some of my former colleagues, and I knew that they were trying to also help get information to the Hill.
A lot going on today.
Yeah.
Mark
That's why you have the leaking.
Exactly.
People are worried.
All right.
From 2012 to 2015, Evelyn Farkas worked at the Pentagon as a Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Russia, Ukraine, and Eurasia. Evelyn Farkas and Dmitry Alperovitch worked together for an organization called the Atlantic Council. Evelyn Farkas also worked for the Clinton campaign after she left the Pentagon on Halloween of 2015. On March 31st, WikiLeaks releases Marble, which are the source code files for the CIA's secret anti-forensic Marble framework. Marble framework is designed to make it extremely difficult for forensic companies to detect the CIA's actions. The source code shows that Marble has test examples not just in English, but also in Chinese, Russian, Korean, Arabic, and Farsi. This would permit a forensic attribution double game. For example, by pretending that the spoken language of the malware creator was not American English, but Chinese, but then showing attempts to conceal the use of Chinese, drawing forensic investigators even more strongly to the wrong conclusion. But there are other possibilities, such as hiding fake error messages. And this is where we are at as of April the 2nd, 2017, at 3 in the morning, Central Time. Feel free to draw your own conclusion. So after recording this video, I found an article that Evelyn Farkas wrote back in April of 2016. I'll let you draw your own conclusions. If you'd like an as-it-happened look at how I felt when these events happened, feel free to have a look at the other videos in my channel. They're a bit shitposty in nature. Thanks for watching.